On the popular game show Wheel of Fortune, which airs on our sister station KRQE, contestants compete to solve word puzzles, and they spin the wheel to win cash and prizes, as I think everybody knows, unless they've been living under a rock. And Santa Fe resident Gina Melchor is spinning the wheel on November 28th. She joins us today to share her story. Good morning, Gina.
Good morning, Nikki.
It's great to have you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, as I told you, I was at Buffalo Thunder a year ago when they had this big audition. Thousands of people came out, and you got the opportunity. How did that feel for you in the first place?
Very surreal. You know, I never expected to be selected. You know, your name is selected out of a big tumbling wheel of names. And I heard my name called, and I was just so excited. I ran up to the stage. And there I was.
Well, they look for so many things. I mean, I want you to explain to everybody how they choose, you to become a contestant, because I know it's not just about being able to solve the puzzle. There's more, because it has to make good TV, so you have to have a little personality there, too.
Yeah. They look for enthusiasm, and of course you can't help but be enthusiastic when you know that you have an opportunity to maybe be on Wheel of Fortune.
That's for sure.
So, and of course good puzzle solving skills.
Yes.
I think just excitement.
And isn't it so different? I mean, I always wanted this, because I've been a game show host and I've been a contestant on game shows, and I have to say, when you watch a game show, you're yelling at people, come on, you know the answer, but when you're there in the moment, it's got to be so different, right?
It's very different, and the time flies so fast.
Yes.
I believe it was like 22 minutes, of total filming, and it just goes so fast, and you don't, it's so surreal.
And the pressure's on, for sure.
The pressure is on.
And, I want to let everybody know, your episode actually taped in September, so it was taped a couple months ago. But can you tell us how the day played out? Because I know so many people out there would love that opportunity. What was it like from start to finish?
Well, we, several of us stayed at the same hotel.
Okay.
And we were scheduled to be picked up at like 7:15 in the morning. And we shuttled over to the studio, and of course there was paperwork to fill out, and then an orientation. We were given then some real quick tips, and we got pumped up by the the talent scouts and such, and told us what to do, what to look for. Then we actually got to go out onto the set and practice spinning the wheel.
Oh, you did do a practice first. Okay.
It's a heavy wheel.
The real wheel. Is it heavy?
It's very heavy.
Really?
And we did some promos, you know, for the show that are supposed to air.
Right.
And met, well, we actually didn't, I actually met Vanna by accident.
You're kidding.
She's very friendly. She came to meet the contestants, and I actually was standing in the hallway, and she walks up, and she was very casual, in jeans, t-shirt, hair in a ponytail.
Oh my gosh.
I looked at her, and she smiled, and I said, Vanna! And she went in and met the contestants.
How cool. What about Pat? Did you get to meet him personally?
Well, not until showtime.
Not until showtime, yeah.
And I actually got to stand right next to him. That was my position.
Right.
But it's interesting how they select in what order. There are 6 shows taped that day.
I was wondering how they do that.
And, there's, they have some balls in a hat. And, and they paired up the groups based on, I don't know what they based that on.
Right.
But groups of 3, and then they had one person select a ball, and that gave the order in which you were going to be taped.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, then they had more balls in the and you selected what order you're going to stand.
Oh, so it's not preset and it's not chosen. That's just a random picking.
It's random.
Oh, and what position were you in?
I was in the position next to Pat, and we were also first taped.
Oh,
which was
you were the first of the day.
Yeah, I wanted to get it done early so we could go. Sightseeing.
Well, I know you already taped it, but it hasn't aired, so I know there's certain things you can't tell us, but can you give us a little scoop, any behind-the-scenes scoop that maybe we would never know unless you told us?
Well, the conversations that go on during break when it shows, the filming of, Pat Vanner speaking and such. It's interesting, the kind of conversations that go on.
Really?
When it's, of course, you can't hear what they're saying. They're gesturing, and that was very interesting to watch. The set is much smaller than I expected.
As they usually are.
It's huge on television.
Oh, yeah.
And
how far are you actually from the puzzle? When you're looking at where you have to solve, it looks like it's on the other side of the world when you're watching it on TV. Is it really close to you?
No, it's pretty far.
It is far, okay.
I'm not very good at estimating those kinds of things, but it's far.
It is.
But it's large, so you can see.
It's so exciting. And I want to mention, you are a native New Mexican. You were born and raised in Silver City and living in Santa Fe for, 26 years? So can you give us a little bit of a quick background about your family?
Well, I have 3 wonderful daughters, Nikki,
good name,
and Monica and Mia, and a new son-in-law, John.
Oh, congratulations.
I still have family in Silver City in the area, brothers and nieces and nephews, and my parents, Dexter and Linda Stock, still are retired and live in Belen.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's so good to be around family.
Yes, it
and
is.
what do you do for work?
I work for the Bureau of Land Management. I'm an administrative officer. It's better known as BLM. It's a federal agency that, under the Department of Interior, manages public lands, mostly in the West.
Wow, they'll be so excited to be watching you. And
yes,
I think they'll be cheering you on like crazy. I know we can't ask if you're going to win or not because that's a big secret, but we will definitely be cheering you on. And speaking of cheering you on, I just have to mention you are a breast cancer survivor, and ironically, 5 years cancer-free this month.
5 years.
God bless you. That just touches my heart, and I'm so happy to say that and to share that with our viewers. And maybe you can just tell us real quick any message you want to share with the viewers about the journey you've been on.
Well, one thing I realized through this experience is there's just an enormous amount of support and love that comes out when you go through something like this, and it's that love and support from friends, family, and even people I don't know. You know, churches, all of that support, you know, just made me feel like I'm going to beat this.
That's right.
And you know, of course, the mind power of positive thinking.
It does. It does have something to do with it. It really does.
I truly believe that.
Well, like I said, God bless you, and I appreciate you being with us to share your story. And
thank you.
As I mentioned, Wheel of Fortune airs Monday through Saturday at 6:30 on our sister station KRQE. And your episode is, tell us once again.
Oh. What?
Airing November.
Oh, November 28th.
November 28th. You don't want to miss it, and we will remind everybody to watch right here on New Mexico Style. Thank you so much, Gina. Great to meet you.
Wonderful being here.
And still ahead, Santa Fe's Winter Market. Don't go away. Thank you.